What is up? Happy Saturday, gang. I am in a slightly new place today because of circumstances we'll get to later, but I'm in the garage and didn't want to miss out on some comic talk time. And I got some stuff to do with comics, and I thought, you know what, let's transport the whole show into the garage for the day. And so here we are in my garage space. Uh, this is an unusual weekend for us. We have a birthday weekend. My oldest, Kate, turns 17 on Wednesday. We don't want to get it too lumped in with Thanksgiving. And so, what we've done is basically just do a birthday party weekend for her. She had friends over last night. We did a whole, outdoor movie for Kate last night. She watched 10 Things I Hate About You with her friends over, and they had, cookies and ice cream and pizza and all that kind of good stuff. And now everybody's asleep. Everybody's sleeping it off. And then tonight we're gonna do kind of a similar thing with my family. We're having all of her cousins over, and she's gonna do an outdoor movie watching Napoleon Dynamite with a lot of her friends over, her cousins and family over. So that's what's going on tonight. The house has therefore been kind of adjusted to accommodate all the guests. And as a result, my room, my Lego comic room, had to kind of be readjusted, and it was just easier to relocate for today. So that's kind of what's going on. Let's check in with the chat, say hello to our friends, see what's going on here. We got the first channel member I've ever had, X11 Bravo, checking in on what's going on here. And I hope the wife and the fur babies are all doing well. I know you got a lot of fur babies. Hopefully everybody's doing well over in your neck of the woods. We got the Reverend himself from Bleecker Street Comics, award-winning YouTuber. If you guys are missing out on his Saturday or Sunday church with Bleecker, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's the best way for me to go about my, grocery shopping and stuff I do on Sunday is listening to church. Occasionally I can join, but usually it's my day for getting errands done. So I'm listening in the chat while I'm running errands. That's one of my favorite things. Absolutely love it. Las Cruces, what is going on? Where is he at? My New Mexico homie. I can't click. There it is. Hey, Las Cruces, obviously. the tailgater of the comic book community, like first in the chat everywhere you go, you're going to find Las Cruces. Hugely appreciate you, sir. Hey, we'll throw backyard movies. You come on over, Bleak. You got to get across the country. That's the challenge, right? The garage is the best room in the home. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and I spent some time designing. I'll show you guys a real quick sneak peek. I built this whole piece here to hang all the tools and make it look nice. We got some goodies here, and there's comics and other things too. But there's a nice clear workspace, and I even got the work gloves hanging up spots. So the workbench area, I think, is a highlight for me. I'm a big fan. And I think I saw, let's see here, Beckerman, one of the greats of Bleeker's church is Beckerman. He's always the nice counterpoint to other folks, Seppo and Marcus. It's nice to have a counterpoint out there, and Beckerman obviously always doing that. Plus, I'm new to the original art world, and Beckerman is incredibly knowledgeable in this area. Despite his love for the New Warriors, we're gonna give it to him anyways. Really knowledgeable on the original art scene. So if you're looking for dabbling in original art, I would check in with someone like Beckerman. He knows his stuff. Hey, it's my dad. Hey, Dad, what's going on? He's coming over tonight. We're still not certain on the weather. I know that sometimes it says it's going to rain, other times it says it's not going to rain. So each app seems to have its own thing. We're still hopeful that we get a sunny, clear day for the outdoor movie, but we'll see. We may need to relocate at the last second. We got Will. What's up? Vogs is in the chat. What's going on, Will? Happy Saturday to you. We got DJ Wise in the chat. What's going on, DJ? And I hope Bethany is doing well. I was in her crafting stream the other day. She seemed like she was doing well. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Okay, we're all good. I think I got everybody caught up. All right, cool. So what's going on today? I got a stack of new comics I've been reading. I've been keeping up on the books on my pull list, except for one, and we'll get to that in a second. I've been reading everything. I've been catching up on everything, and then trying to read other stuff, omnis and things. I've been trying to just get my reading in as best as I can. So I got some reviews I can do, some things I can talk about. I grabbed for New Comic Book Day. I'm also doing not an unboxing. I'm doing a boxing. I've got a box that is going out. I don't think he's going to be in the chat today because he's usually pretty busy on the weekend, but TM Nerdy is getting a box from me and Joel the Geek as part of Comics Curing Cancer. Joel had this Batman box for up for grabs, and he gave it away on my channel. And then when he found out it was going to Canada, he decided to make it even bigger to try to fit more in. He sent it to me so that he didn't have to pay the Canadian shipping prices. I'm going to add to it because there's definitely room in the box. So I'm going to supplement and throw more Batman stuff in. We're going to send off an amazing Batman box to TM Nerdy. So I've got a bag and board and put some things together and package it all up for TM. So some of that's going to get put together today as well. Don't tell TM if he's sleeping the morning away, let him sleep. Don't ruin that. We don't want to share the news. No need for him to know. He's usually not in the live streams a lot lately, so I'm hopeful that he's just going to sleep it through it. So let's kick it off with a review of a book that I was told to check out. A couple of people said, I know you don't like Batman, John, but here's a book you should check out because it's one of your favorite writers, and it's a kind of different Black Label book, and that was Batman Full Moon. This is a sort of obviously werewolf story, but written by Rodney Barnes, who's done Philadelphia. So it's got a Halloween kind of horror side to it, right? So you got werewolves, you got Batman. If that's your bent, if that's your game, there's some great artwork here. The artist is Stefan Subic. Subic is the last name. I'm not super familiar with him. And I will say the artwork is not as good as I had hoped, but not, because I love Jason Alexander. Sean Alexander does a lot in Philadelphia, most of all of it, I think, actually. And it wasn't on that level. So I was expecting something a little more, but it worked. It definitely got the job done. But the concept is what was better for me. This idea of the dark, I don't know, say horror corner maybe of the DC universe. You got Zatanna, you got John Constantine. So some of those sort of dark Justice League dark characters sort of seeping their way into a Batman story in some ways. I do like Zatanna getting more time, and I think she's a great character to include in a Batman universe. So I do like that a ton. So that part I really, really thought was cool. I mean, you could say that. I mean, technically, the J in J. Jonah Jameson stands for John as well. He's a John Jameson as well. There's two in the Spider-Man universe alone. We got two John Jamesons. So be ready for that. You never know. So yeah, I read that last night. 2 issues are out now. Issue 1 was last month in October, obviously. Issue 2 just dropped here at the beginning of November, or I guess we're almost to the middle of November, aren't we? Yikes. No, November 22nd, 3rd. Oh my goodness. So there's 2 issues on the shelves. If you're a Batman fan, or if you want more Batman in your life, it's probably a mini series because it's a Black Label. So I'm assuming 4 to 6 issues. But it's been good so far. Good so far. And I think Perry made a review on his Comic Lore YouTube channel. If that's what you're looking for, he would be able to hook you up with another review of it if you like. Let's talk about the best. I will say the best book on my pull list, and for me, therefore, the best book between Marvel and DC. The single greatest comic book I'm reading every single month is Wonder Woman, and this book is fantastic, absolutely amazing. This is another fantastic issue, and this one, what I loved about it was the way it included all the various Wonder Women, right? All the different women who, in one way or another, have been Wonder Woman, the different Amazonians of the DC universe. Diana herself is kind of a background character almost in this issue, but Yara Flor gets in there. All the different Wonder Girls. So there's a lot of good action going on in this, and the artwork continues to be sublime. I mean, I really think if Daniel Sampier doesn't get a steady gig after this series, I don't know what's wrong with comics, because he's just crushing it. And I've actually found this to be just the book I look forward to the most each month. I don't think there's a better book at Marvel, because I don't know that Marvel has been crushing it very much lately. So it's kind of been an easy win. There's a lot of good stuff at DC, and I just think this is the cream of the crop for all of it. So if you're missing out on Wonder Woman, we're on issue 15. It's not that far along. If you have the DC app, you could probably read almost the whole thing. I think I mentioned that issues 11, 12, and 13 were a tie-in to this DC All-In thing. So they were the least entertaining issues of the run were 11, 12, 13. You could probably skip them. I'm a completionist. I want to read the whole thing. So I read it and I didn't hate it, but I also knew it was not as good as 1 through 10. And then the last two, 14 and 15, really just crushes it. Just absolutely the best. So when at the beginning of January, I'm probably going to do my list of the best books of 2024. That book's going to make the list. Absolutely, Wonder Woman will be there. So just be ready. Be ready for that. Some other folks jumping in the chat here, like my man, Rod the Rican. What is going on, man? I am in the garage, like as our man Edwin would say, I'm in the garage gym, but technically not a gym. It's just a garage. But Rod has a new channel. He'll log in here maybe in a second and hit the other like button with the Hot Rod's Garage channel, because I'm in the garage. So drop that garage, and or you can share the link, Rod, if you just want to share the link to the garage, your garage YouTube channel. He's got a new channel. He's doing a lot with his Hot Wheels. If you're a Hot Wheels fan, or if you're a toy collector, or just you want to see some cool content from a cool dude, subscribe to his new channel as well, because there's some cool stuff going on over there. So shout out to Rod the Rican for his awesome Hot Rod Garage YouTube channel. That one is worthy of a subscription, and he's a moderator in my chat, so he can drop that link and you guys can all sub it up and check it out. So there you go. Appreciate you, sir. Mr. Rod in the chat. I said there was a book that I was behind on, so it's time to get to that one. The book I'm behind on and continue to try to catch up on is Poison Ivy, and I love this series, but I'm a little behind on it. I finished the Gotham. I don't want to say the Spores storyline, which was issues 1 through what are we on, 27 now? So it's probably issues 1 through 24, maybe 20 something. Those were that storyline with Poison Ivy spreading the Lamia spores across the country, having them come to life, and then having them follow her all the way back to Gotham, where she has to defeat them with the help of, I think, Solomon Grundy and Harley Quinn and Killer Croc. So that storyline was the first. I don't hesitate to call it an arc because it had several arcs in it, but the first main storyline of this Poison Ivy run. I've read all of that, and then I took a break and just was sort of stockpiling the issues so that I can catch up on all of that eventually. That's my plan. There it is, Hot Rod's Garage. If you're not subscribed, you can follow Rod over here, and definitely make sure that you are you're connected to him. And he can, and if he comes back as Rod the Rican, he can drop his link as well, like I was saying. We got Brian LCS, channel member. What's going on, Brian? I know he's going live tomorrow. I want to say he's doing his morning show tomorrow morning. He's been dropping some great unboxings too. He had some really great unboxings. So if you missed that, you got to check that out. We got Stu from Dr. Doom's fan club. Happy Saturday from the garage. What is going on? There's White Whale Comics. My homie, I was just talking about, why is it not clicking? Maybe my Wi-Fi is a little slow. There we go. I was just talking about the end of year. Alec and I always do our best of our favorite books from 2024, and I was mentioning how much I'm loving Wonder Woman by Tom King, and how I will likely include something from that in the finale when we get to it, because it's been the book that I feel like, it's Tom King. I think he kind of gets love him or hate him attitudes, and this is a book that I feel like is not getting enough love in general. I do feel like, because it's not Batman, it just is a DC book that gets easily overlooked, which is shocking to me, because the artwork is superb and the writing is always on point and the story always grips me, and I'm always really kind of captivated by what he's doing. So it's a book that is worthy checking out for sure. Let's see here. So yeah, there's my Poison Ivy. Alec jumped in just in time for Poison Ivy, which I know he's collecting a ton of these covers as well. So there's that one. And then this is the 1 in 25. I finally got a copy of that one. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to get it, but there it is. And then this was the B cover, the Jenny Frison cover. Hard to say no to that. So I have 3 variants for that issue 27, which came out, I think, 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's been 3 weeks already. I just know that I haven't shared it with you all. So there are all my DC books. So let's take a look at the what we're boxing up here. Yes, that first cover of Poison Ivy, yeah, for sure. So I'm putting together a box that's going to go out to our friend TM Nerdy in Canada. This was part of Comics Curing Cancer. He won it. He won it on my live stream because Pocan Joe gifted it to him. Shout out to Pocan Joe. Really kind of him to do that. Because it's going to Canada, Joel the Geek and I wanted to make sure we packed it as well as we could with as much goodies as we could possibly do. TM has no clue it's coming because number one, it was a prize tag, so he wasn't aware. He wasn't even in the chat. And number two, I don't think he watches my live streams very much, so he probably will have no idea. So I'm going to go through and kind of share some of the stuff I'm going to be adding in so that you can kind of see what's going to be sent to him. Stu is saying, yeah, Wonder Woman's been so good. That issue with her saying goodbye to Steve, yeah, that was issue 14, I believe. Absolutely phenomenal. So freaking good. Actual Dracula, what is going on? Artist extraordinaire in the comic community, always gifting his artwork to so many different great causes. So hugely appreciate that. Black Crown Comics, the longest running champion of comic gories, is in the chat. What is going on, sir? Good to see you, man. The Poison Ivy 1 in 25s are ridiculously good. Yeah. And the last 2 in particular, absolute fire. And I think it's the same artist, and I'm sad that I can't remember his name. We got a new channel member, though. What is going on? Stu from Dr. Doom's fan club just joined the squad. Let me play a little something for him. Appreciate you, my man. That is awesome. And I'll add you to our graphic before the next live stream. But let's play a little something for you. How about we give you the lion? There you go. And then and how about a golden retriever? Everybody likes a golden retriever. Oh, or if I can't play it, maybe I can't play it. So thank you for Stu for joining the channel memberships. It's helping to keep us on StreamYard because I don't really want my StreamYard renews here very soon, and I don't want that huge bill to impact what I'm doing. And this is definitely going to help offset that in a big way. And I appreciate you, man. We got the real James Willie. What is going on, James? Another Canadian, awesome dude. And I want to say somebody who is always supporting Comics Curing Cancer and veterans and great causes and snagging great books at these events. So huge shout out to you, James. Appreciate you, man. Christina Payne, moderator extraordinaire. I've been giving her shouts out all across YouTube for saving me money. And here's how Christina did this. For those of you that know me, beyond comics and DVDs and a lot of other things that I'm collecting, Lego is a big fan. I'm a big fan of Legos, and Lego's not a fan of me. I'm a fan of Legos. And they just released, for the first time ever, a massive X-Men set, the X-Men Mansion. And it's an expensive set, but I've had a gift card that parents from my school gave me last Christmas that I've been holding on to and kind of trying to decide how to spend. And this gift card had been burning a hole in my pocket, but I didn't know what to do. And I wanted to get something for me. And that was the plan all along, just something silly. And then this set was announced in the spring that they would be coming here soon. And I just was like, oh, I'll save it for that. I'll save it for that. The problem was it's one of those, I think it's called a vanilla gift card. And they're really hard to spend online. You've got to use them in a shop. And the Lego store near me, its website kept saying it doesn't have this Lego set in stock. So I was struggling trying to use this gift card to buy this darn set. Christina messaged me. She said, I know you're trying to get the set and I know you're having trouble. Try the Disney store because they've got the set and online they're doing a 25% off sale. So she gave me the code to get 25% off. And then I ended up calling them and then they walked me through the card and they used the card and it worked. And I got the Lego set and it's here at the house and it saved me a ton of money, which I then used to buy another Lego set. So awesome. Shout out to you, Christina, for helping me with that. You are a queen. You were already a moderator extraordinaire, but now you're a queen on top of all that. So I appreciate you. Let's keep going down the list here, though. We got Alex saying he's a full short box of Poison Ivy. I'm not there yet, but it's getting close. It's getting close. Puppeteer Lee. Okay, I would not have remembered that at all. Immediately feels worth it. I hope so, my man. I appreciate it, sir. That's my dad's dog, and Charlie's favorite. I mean, I know we have a cat now, and Charlie loves the cat. But Charlie's closest friend was Riley, my dad's one of my dad's amazing golden retrievers, and she's got a pillow with her and Riley on it, and she's got a stuffed golden retriever like toy, not a like real a stuffed toy that she put Riley's collar on, and she can shake it and hear the sound that Riley's collar made. Those two are kins. They were really close, those two. Let's see here. Christina's dropping a lot of awesome links. Appreciate you doing that, Christina. My dad, I don't think my dad's got any YouTube content, but I appreciate you dropping his link. What's up, Pedro? Pew pew. Pedro's in the chat, and I think I said hello to Tacoma Comics, but if not, what is going on, Ian? Good to see you, Tacoma. Hey, you found my wager YouTube contribution. There you go. Yes, rock bottom, John. I'm in the garage now. I've been relegated to second tier status in my own home. What are you gonna do? And there it is. I appreciate Christina dropping this link. This is Rod the Rican's toy channel where he's doing all of his Hot Wheels toys. So if you want to check that all out, it's happening right here at this channel. You guys need to be on that. Sure. And Collector P is in the chat. What's going on, sir? Happy Saturday. We are running through the books that I've been reading lately and the comics that I picked up for New Comic Book Day, and I've got just a few left before then we'll transition over to the box that I'm packaging up for TM Nerdy. Oh, this guy. That would be John AF Extreme. Let's talk about a trade hardcover that I got. I don't know if you can call that a trade. I don't know what a trade hardcover is. I've been slowly compiling the set of hardcovers for Kanto, a really great fantasy series that's for, I don't want to say all ages, because obviously it has a lot of intense fantasy action, but it's not graphically violent. I would say if your kids are, at 10 or older, no question, could they enjoy this series. It's absolutely fantastic. And the writer duo team for this series, Boer and oh my goodness, I've already done Zucker. Sorry, Drew Zucker is the artist, and David Boer is the writer. I've always really appreciated this tale and the way they've kind of captured a sort of newer, modern fairy tale. Really, really beautiful. And now that they've moved it over officially to Dark Horse, they've been doing these really great hardcover editions. And so this is the 4th volume, which dropped recently. And there's going to be one more for the latest story arc, I think somewhere in the new year, January, February. And then all 5 volumes will be the complete story of Kanto. And I am just really looking forward to. I have not kept up, knowing that these were coming. I have been slacking on the reading, but the first 3 volumes were so wonderful that I just know that I'm gonna love all of them. So I grabbed this at my LCS, and if you haven't read it, if you've got children that like fantasy stories or comics in your household, Kanto is a great choice and something that I think they could really get into. And I will be probably sometime when the final volume drops, start creating some content around all of these volumes, because I think that they're worth your time and money. Great series. So there you go. That is a new purchase for me, and I gotta find somewhere to put all this, because I'm using up all my workbench space. Oh, here we go, down here. The GoFundMe for Jen. Yes, I've got that in my description as well, John. I did some Batman stuff earlier, and it is absolutely fantastic. Uh, yes, the GoFundMe for Jen. Obviously, she's still pushing through her cancer treatments, but it's been a really tough go lately. She did a live stream with Mars when Mars came out, but it took a lot out of her. And I know that she's on that really tough roller coaster, and supporting her in any way you can, obviously, is hugely appreciated by her and me as well. All right. We're talking Batman for a quick second, so let's talk omnibus Batman. And by that, I mean the better character, Catwoman. Yes. I have finished reading Darwin Cook, in air quotes, Darwin Cook, and Ed Brubaker in full, underlined caps, Catwoman of East End. And this is a massive omnibus, lots of reading here. I finally finished this. I'm going to probably do a live stream, I think, next Saturday with my man JP Budget Collecting, because he's read it as well. And we're going to get into this kind of overlooked, underappreciated era of Catwoman. If you're a Brubaker fan, if you're a noir fan, I think you're going to find a lot to really enjoy here. Sadly, the only complaint I've got, the biggest complaint I've got, is Darwin Cook does not do nearly enough on this. Obviously, we lost that artist very early on, and I don't know if it was during this run or long after this run, but always more Darwin Cook is my answer, right? Always more Darwin Cook. And I bought this. I mean, I love Ed Brubaker just fine, but I bought this because knowing he had done work in here, I legitimately thought I was going to get like 2/3 of this volume just Darwin Cook writing or drawing on and on and on. I was sad to find out it was just the first story arc, really, but still worth it. Absolutely worth it. And we will get into it. We will get into the nitty gritty of this in a live stream here soon. So expect more Catwoman discussions coming along soon. But that is the latest omnibus that I've read. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do next, but I do know that I've got some regular novels to read as well. Oh, got that. Put that out of the way. Mission 22. Guys, look at Christina dropping all the best links. Yes, this one is the one we were doing the auction for not too long ago. In fact, I have several pieces en route that I purchased in and around the Bronze Age Nerds massive, almost like 11-hour auction. Such a great cause, supporting our veterans. And if you have it, there it is. There's a great thing you can do for Thanksgiving right there, right? We got aggressively relaxing. What's going on? Aggro is in the chat. Happy Saturday, my man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you got your coffee going and everything's going well today. All right. I saved my Marvel book for last. I got 2 covers of this book. You could probably guess because it just came out this week. It's Storm. And there's one cover. That's the cover C. And then there's the cover A. And thanks to a lot of you in the community, you found out where I could get the 1 in 25 because it's a really great Stephanie Hans cover, and I have some of those inbound. So there are some great 1 in 25s. I got more than one, but they're on their way because the deals were so good. I had to go and get some of them. And shout out to people like Comic Chops, News Dan, and Magic Lasso, and Brian from Take the Time Collectibles. All 3 of them reached out and said, "Hey, I know where you can get one of those Stephanie Hans Storm covers," and the deals were so good. Each time the deal got better, and so I just kept doing it. It's not a great decision, but I stand by it. I stand by it. Ruben Guzman is in the chat. What is going on? Calm, cool, collected. He's dropping those emojis. The Cyclops, the Storm, the Lego. He's got all the emojis going. Appreciate you, sir. Hope your Saturday is off to a good start. Hope things are going well for you. White Whale says, I feel very confident in saying that if he didn't pass so young, he could have been the literal GOAT. I mean, I think that's very fair. And just having read, and I'm sorry that I'm struggling to remember the title of it, the Justice League 2-volume set story that he did, just reading that and seeing the artwork in that series, and I'm struggling to remember what the series' proper name was, but it was a great retelling of like the bronze sort of, the gold and silver age ultimately of DC characters. So fantastic. Yeah, the New Frontier. That's when I first discovered him, and I was like, wow, this guy is amazing. His style is so different and so unique, and yet so fitting for some of those kind of classic characters. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see here. Did I miss somebody? How are we doing? Everybody's saying hi. Everybody's checking in. Calm, cool, and collected in here. We got John on Jig's Discord. Christina, she's telling me, you didn't show up on Saturday, John. You're supposed to show up on Saturdays. As a reminder of why I'm in the garage for this show, there's two reasons. One, I'm packaging up a box for Team Nerdy, but two, it's Kate's birthday weekend. Her birthday is really close to Thanksgiving most years, and we try to create a little buffer between the holiday and her birthday. So the choice was made that this weekend would be her birthday weekend. She had friends over last night for an outdoor movie. They watched 10 Things I Hate About You and had a blast. Then tonight we're having family over if the weather holds, and we'll do another outdoor movie. We're hoping that we can get through Napoleon Dynamite before any rain hits or anything like that. But that's the plan. And the house has been sort of remodeled to make space, and that meant that my room had to get, restructured, so I'm out here. That's what's going on. So yeah, Kate's birthday weekend. My dad's taking the dog for the walk on the beach. Okay, have a great walk. Hope everything goes well. Have a fun time down at the beach. Okay, so let's talk about Storm. Issue 2 I thought was great. Issue 1 had to do with her rescuing a mutant in a very precarious situation, and then as a result being hit with radiation. And this issue highlights the idea that the radiation is starting to kill her. And there are several characters at play here to try to rescue her. But most specifically, the setup is for a Brother Voodoo or Dr. Voodoo to come in and be the source of at least the solution to her problem. In the background, we seem to have gods at play. I think they hinted at, was it Eternity in issue 1? There's something going on with her that I think is kind of interesting here. What this becomes, that's the question. How does this evolve and what does it become? But the second Storm issue I was really happy with, the artwork. So let's talk about Lucas Wernick. If you're a fan of my channel, you've seen me purchase, I think now 2 pages of original artwork from Lucas Wernick. He's a digital artist and he makes mono prints and then he remarks them and adds color and creates the artwork to a whole new level for you. And I purchased 2 pages from him when he was doing Immortal X-Men, which is one of my favorite Hickman era series. Now he's doing this Storm book, and it's just a great fit. I've really been happy with the work he does. He tells a story to panel story really well. And he's doing a really good job of controlling the pace and giving us the right amount of action and the right amount of, sex appeal, because there's definitely a lot of that. And then the right amount of character drama that I think it makes the story really work for me. So the art is the best part. Absolutely. We got one of my best friends in the chat. We got No Good Comics, the YouTuber hero, the one who's partnered with me for on the X-Men series. I'm going to be on his channel Tuesday night. So we are going to be talking about New Mutants issues 9 and 10 on his channel. So make sure you are over there. And I believe we got Joel the Geek maybe joining us. I can't remember. Maybe I'm wrong. But there's his channel. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're going to be over there. So be ready for that. And yes, Wernick. Yes, he's shouting out Lucas Wernick. He's amazing. He's so good. And I'm glad that he's got a great ongoing book. And I'm glad it's a book with characters that I really like. So that's a win all around. We got Terry from the Bronze page. Happy Saturday, Terry. I hope you are doing well. I hope that your Saturday is off to a good start, man. Yes, it's there's legal things involved. There's lawyers involved. It's complicated. So yeah, those are the books that I'm reading. Those are the new comics that I've purchased. We took 34 minutes to get through all that. I didn't think it was going to take that long, but let's talk a little bit about this box. I'm going to grab it here. Let me unplug my headphones. I don't know why I'm wearing headphones to listen to me. Whoa. So here's the box that we are shipping. It's had a wild ride all the way to me. I'm going to strip off all the labels in the end here. And it's already full of great Batman stuff. I'm not going to give away too much of it. I was super pumped that it included a little letter from my guy Joel to TM Nerdy. So he's got lots of stuff in here. All of it seems to be DC, but primarily Batman, I would say, related. So lots of good things going on in here. And here's what I decided to do. I was going to throw in a bunch of good reading. I don't know what TM's been reading of lately. What I've got here is the full set of Dark Knights of Steel. there's the whole set of Dark Knights of Steel. This was a really exciting fantasy Elseworlds story with all your favorite DC characters. So I've got a full set of that. And so I'm going to tape these together front to back so that they're not getting all mangled. And I'm going to get my blue painter's tape because you know how I do. Gotta have the blue painter's tape with the pull tabs, easy to take apart. So he's going to get the full volume 1 of Dark Knights of Steel. I hope he hasn't read it. I don't know if TM's read it. He's a busy guy. He reads a lot of stuff. He's possible, but otherwise he can certainly give it away, pass it along. But if not, he's got a good story ahead of him. And I just totally messed that up, but I'll see if I can still make that work. Can I make it work? Yeah, I think I can. All right. So I got some Dark Knights of Steel. I believe they've done 3 volumes of that. I'm not certain of that. What is going on? 90 is in the chat. Discord is 90. If you don't know my man Chad, 90 miles from comics, he is a Discord superstar over on that Jigs Discord. Always partying. He's a backstage hound. He is always backstage in the YouTube world. After the show is done, he's like, I'll jump on. I don't want anything eking out into the ether because he's always with his kids. He's a good dad. He's always with his dad. He's always with his kids doing good dad stuff. Today is a little John as fantastic as possible. I will say I'm a huge advocate of pull tabs, says Kyle from Promiscuous Time Traveler. What is going on, Kyle? And I'm glad you feel the same way that I do. I'm just trying to make sure these don't slide around too much and that they make it all the way to Canada, safe and sound. So that's my goal here. Knowing that this box is going to go all the way to our man TM Nerdy, I wanted to pack it up safely and also include as much as possible. I want him to get as much out of this box as possible. The size of the box was predetermined. It was whatever was going to be sent to me by my homie Joel the Geek. So this was really just me making sure I packed it as full as possible, right? So there we go. I got some heavy boards. I'm going to tape it to the boards. The sand make a little, I don't know what you call it. I call it a s'more. It looks like a s'more to me with like graham cracker on the top and the bottom. Lots of graham cracker. Hopefully that'll protect everything inside here. He's got toys inside here. He's got little letters. He's got, whoa. He's got, looks like some posters maybe. Joel the Geek did it up right. And I'm just adding a little bit more into it to make sure the box is absolutely jam-packed with goodies. We got the man who collects. That's how I respect that. We're all in that journey, right? We're all in that journey together. I appreciate you, sir. Happy Saturday. Uh-oh, TM Nerdy. Nobody, sorry, we're dropping the 90 miles from comic. Nobody wants to follow that guy. What? Get out of here, that guy. All right. If you want 90, you got to go. You got to go to the Discord, apparently, at this point. That's the only place to find him. You can invite him on your shows, but he ain't showing up. He's not showing up. He's not able to get there for that. Well, this roll of blue tape may be nearing the end of its life, gang. It's lived a life. Oof, I can barely get my fingernail under the tape. Ooh, my goodness. This is a tough one. Yeah, it's not having it. There we go. Ooh, not a happy camper, this tape. Nearing the end of its days. How do I want to do this? I'm going to go from the side here first. Make a little pull tab for Kyle and me because we like the pull tabs. Okay. Then we'll do one on the other side. What was the latest key that I purchased? That's a great question. I've been cutting back on key buying as much because I feel like I've got a lot of what I've really wanted, or at least what's in my price range. What is the last big key that I purchased? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I got I don't know how big of a key it is. Let's see, the last key. I guess it is the last key that I purchased. I grabbed the first appearance of Batwoman from the I read the Batwoman omnibus, and I was really impressed with the character of Batwoman. I thought Kate Kane, I believe is her name. I was really impressed with the character. I remember there was some spec on her at some point, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And then I really enjoyed the omnibus. It was so amazing. And then I found that a 9.8 of her first appearance was stupid cheap. So I was like, I'm just going to buy this because I think the character's got legs, literally and figuratively. And so I snagged that first appearance. John Williams, yeah, that's what got me was the J.H. Williams artwork was so good that I felt like I instantly recognized what I wanted to get out of that, and it was like this talent is so good. I want to snag this first appearance. Are you and the family going to see Wicked in the theater? Saw it last night. Really enjoyed it. I'm a little frustrated that it's 2 movies. Tell me if you felt like it worked as one movie that's like part 1 of 2, because that irked me a little bit. I certainly am interested in seeing it. I loved the music. I've never seen the musical in person, but the music is so strong. I'm definitely interested in it. All right, come on. This tape is struggling. I'm definitely curious to see it, but we've got obviously all the birthday stuff going on this weekend, and then next weekend is Thanksgiving weekend. So who knows what's going on. Christina saw Red One. She liked that one. Okay, there you go. Let's see if I can fit all this in here with the stuff Joel's got going in here. There we go. All the little toys and goodies. Got to make sure everything fits. Okay. Good. I think I'm going to go that way. Let me see how I'm going to package this up. Hopefully that survives all that. Okay, and I got one other thing here for passing along. Let's see here. I'm glad they made it 2 because it's giving them the moment, each moment more detail than the detail it deserves. Okay. All right. Christina says she liked Red One. That's the Christmas one, I think, right? With Reynolds and The Rock, right? I think so. Canadian survivalist, what is going on? We are sending this box to Canada. We're sending this to TM Nerdy, and I'm just packaging together some goodies for him. Ragin' Cajun, he just did another one of his Friday hangout streams yesterday, and I'm sorry I was at work, so I missed it. I feel like I always have to catch the replay on those. Sorry I missed it live. Yes, the one with The Rock. Okay, good. We're not doing cupcakes for Kate's birthday. What we are doing is we are doing something that we call that is, I don't know if it's called this everywhere. It's called a pizookie out here. And I first learned about it through the chain of pizza restaurants called BJ's Chicago Pizzeria. And they do this pizookie there. And it's basically a cookie, large cookie in a little tin. And then you put the ice cream on top. So you can do any flavor of cookie and any flavor ice cream, however you want to do it. We did chocolate chip cookies and vanilla ice cream, which is the basic, model. But I've known people that took it to other levels where they were getting something really extreme with their mixtures. So you can take it wherever you want it to go, as crazy as you want it to get, right? All right, so now I got those. Oh, and I didn't even show it to you guys. I held them up and I got distracted. What it is, I have a bunch of Batman variants from a few different eras, some of the Zdarsky era, some of the Tom King era, but some really great variant Batman covers. I'll let TM kind of unbox those and share those when he gets them. So I'm also throwing in some of those. Get some fun covers for him, hopefully stuff that he's never seen before or never owned before. Some goodies he might really be psyched about. Let's see here. We got Dracula saying, "Oh, John, anyone else shipping to Canada or Postal Service is currently on strike?" Ooh, good to know. I'm just packaging it up today. I wasn't planning on trying to get to the postal system, but that's a good heads up. I totally forgot. I think I read that in the newspaper. I do still get a newspaper. And thanks. I appreciate Adrian. That's a great reminder. Any idea how long it's supposed to last? What's that? What's the prognosis looking like on that? That's a good heads up. I appreciate that, man. Gosh, that's got to be rough. I can't even imagine a postal strike. I mean, let's be fair. Postal workers never get the respect that they deserve, I feel like. So I can understand the difficult situation they're in. I think people forget that it's not a business, and I don't think it should ever be run like a business. I think the Postal Service is it's a service that your nation is providing you. And I think trying to run it like a business as opposed to like a privilege that you get, I think is a flaw in logic. The second you make it like, oh, let's make it run like a business, and that's when the prices start getting ridiculous. And I don't want to see our postal system become fully autonomized. And they're helping to control FedEx and UPS from getting their prices out of control. I don't know. I'm happy with the way our system in general is working. I feel like things are well taken care of, and everybody's got a post office, and yeah. So I'm all for it the way it is. I like it the way it is. Let's see here. Whoop. Last little bit here. Whoop, I go this way. Okay. Now I've got things going on all sides here. Now it's time to put some packing material in to protect everything. I might even do that this way, do that this way. Yeah, that'll protect things a little better. I got a bunch of bubble wrap, so let's get some of that. All different colored bubble wrap. Some of this Joel had packed in there originally. Now I'm just reusing it, but I'm going to supplement, get a little bit more in there, make sure everything's safe. No idea how long it could continue. Oh, man, that's rough. Folding chairs, yoga mats, and windshield wiper blades. Yeah, so you got good eyes. These are the beach chairs we take to the beach often. These are the yoga mats. My wife and I used to do yoga before COVID a little more often. I could do more. And then, I got to have replacement blades, especially with winter coming down here in California. What's over there? It's just like there's a humidifier box and some other, containers and things. Little goodies. All right. I got some more bubble wrap. I might need even more than what I got here. Let's see here. I'm going to wrap these toys up a little bit. Protect them. Okay, get some more bubble wrap in those corners. And I think I'm going to grab some more bubble wrap. Let's see here. I've always got bubble wrap stuff in all the corners of my garage, just to kind of protect these packages whenever I ship stuff out. All right. Okay, I'm gonna need even more. I don't think I can even. I got to get even more. That's awesome. Let's see. Where do I got some more bubble wrap? Don't want to go too crazy because I got to still include a note. I got to write my man a note. I realized I should write that note. Oh, and I was going to throw in some John stickers as well. Make sure he's got some stickers to go with. I always keep some goodies up in one of the cabinets here so that I can write on some backing boards, some old backing boards to write on. And I've usually got some stickers and stuff floating around in here. Let's see what I got. Oh, you know what? This is perfect. It's a Comics Curing Cancer box. I'm going to send one of the Comics Curing Cancer stickers. Let's throw that in there. And let's see what else I got. Anything else you might enjoy? Let's see. How about a patch? A Stark Unlimited. It's a DC box. Maybe I should go with something DC related. Do I have any good DC patches? I don't think so. Got a lot of Marvel patches. Do I have any fun stickers or action figures he might like? What do I got? What might he enjoy? So much Marvel stuff, John. What a jerk. All this Marvel gear. What a snob. It's a DC box. What do you like? Any of these? Let's do. How about a Superman? One of these old Superman stamps. That could be kind of fun. There's a tire behind me. Oh, there's a tire right there. That's one of the girls' bicycles. It stacks on end. So my daughter's bike is right there. But good eyes. Good eyes. No idea how long it continued. Don't forget Tyros. Shop for Comics is in the chat. What's going on? Shop. Good to see you, sir. Where's John Doom? Yo, Doom, who I believe is supposed to show up maybe in a lot of Marvel comics of late in some big ways. So kind of looking forward to that. The world needs more Doom always. All right. Well, I'll break the rule, even though it's mostly a DC box. I'm going to throw in that Stark patch. He can sew it on a cool piece of gear because I don't have enough DC. I don't have DC patches in here. My bad. But I will be able to tape that onto a backing board here. Make sure he gets that. I'll put away my little bag of goodies that I throw into boxes. Whenever I ship a box out, I like to be able to throw in some fun little things, whatever. So prize boxes and stuff, throw in some stickers and some goodies. I got to keep a couple of Sharpies out in the garage so that I can always write notes. Yo, TM. Congrats on this mystery box from Joel the Geek and me. I don't know if Pocan wants me to mention his name, but I don't know. How do we do this? E-Man's in the chat. What's going on? How's it going, sir? Finally watched one of the Saturday shows. Hey, I appreciate you coming by, man. I'm in the garage for the rare turn here when we were doing birthday party stuff, and I'm giving the space over to the family for the birthday. But I've also got to package up a box for TM Nerdy here. Don't tell him. So the person who won this box prize tagged it to you. Enjoy John's Comics with Kids. And then I will tape on some of these goodies. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to see how much of this I can actually... I'm going to put that inside of the little zip pouch. We got somebody's talking about Turbo. Is that what you call an E-Man? Turbo? Like the snail? Turbo? I didn't know that he had a nickname. I didn't know E-Man had a nickname. I just knew he had great hair. That's all I knew. Let's see here. He's at the discotheque with all that music. Okay, so I'm not going to send 2 stickers of C3 Comics Curing Cancer. I'm going to keep one for myself to give at another time, but I'm going to give out this one. So at least our guy, TM Nerdy, is going to have some good things here to enjoy. Let's see. How do I tape all of this on? Yeah, that should do it. I'm almost done with this roll. I'm going to finish this roll off like a champ. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Firstly, I'll do this one like that. And then I'll do this one like that. Boom. And then TM's got a little note to go in there. And I've finished off a roll of tape. Whoop, whoop. I feel good about that. And the box probably needs one more thing of, protection. I might do one more bit on top here. I don't want to do paper. I'm going to grab some more. Let me see if I got some more. I've gone through a lot of my packing peanuts lately. My Bubble wrap. I'll have to dig out another box of bubble wrap. All right. But that's good for now. I think we can pause for now. We got Richard in the chat. What's going on, Richard? Good to see you, sir. Another great champion of the Till Valhalla Project and Mission 22 and the charity from the last few weekends that we were doing with Bronze Age Nerd and Big B McFly, the comic guy. So much appreciate you, sir. Tape finish stream live with John. I don't think I understand that. The tape finishing stream. Oh, yes. You got to see it live. That roll of tape ended. And now John's got to go put another one on the workbench here. What are you going to do? But thanks everybody for coming by. Thanks for the new channel member. I appreciate you, Stu, Dr. Doom's fan club, joining the team memberships. I appreciate you in a big way, my man. Let's highlight some of the other members of the team. Let's see, there it is. These are those folks who are members who are at the level like Rob Boswell is going to pick a book I'm reading this month. Legion of Comics gifted a bunch of memberships. I appreciate Legion doing that. And then these other awesome folks are in the X-Men tier. These X-Men homies are hugely appreciated making this channel, keeping the lights on, and I appreciate giving them shout outs. All these awesome crews this month doing the Lord's work here on the John's Comics with Kids YouTube channel. So thank you to them and all of you for coming by and hanging out and hitting that like button. So is anyone behind on their comic reading? I'm not. I'm feeling good about it. I'm behind on Poison Ivy, and I'm only about 4 issues probably behind. I'm doing well. So I'm feeling good about that. Big thank you to me for reading and keeping up on my books. But I will catch you guys all again soon. Let's see. What am I doing? What's coming up next? I'm on D&D Sunday night, so tomorrow night for that. Tuesday, I am on with No Good Comics discussing New Mutants, issues 9 and 10. Wednesday, I'm hoping to be on with Magic Lasso, doing another Avengers versus the Justice League of America. That will be on my channel Wednesday night, the night before Thanksgiving. And then hopefully next Saturday night, I'll be doing a Catwoman of East End omnibus review with my man JP from JP's Budget Collecting. That's my hope. So a lot of that is going down. What is going on here? He's gifting a membership. What is going on? Perry showed up. Thank you, Perry. I don't know who got the membership, but somebody got gifted a membership because of Perry. He's been doing reviews of books like Storm. So I'm a fan of what Perry's doing right now over on his new YouTube channel, Comic Lore. So thank you for doing that. Let me see. What is Perry like? Let me see which video I can play for Perry before I roll out of here. I know he loves the cursing robot, but I've done that one a lot lately. Let's see what else I got. How about the slapping? The kids slapping each other. He likes that one.
No, well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold that game on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
There it is. That's the one. That's just for Perry for gifting a membership to Carlito. Congratulations, Carlito. How do I know that Carlito got it? That's interesting. I don't know. I don't know that I have a way of knowing who gets these things when they land on it. So that's kind of cool. Perry loves the laughing Frankensteins. Appreciate you, sir. And he's dropping that Cyclops emoji like it's hot, and but not as AF, not as absolutely AF as Storm. I agree. So thank you for doing that, Perry. That's very kind of you, sir. And congratulations, Carlito. He's probably not in here anymore. He's like, nope, I'm going to bed. I'm going back. I've been drinking too late. But we will catch you guys all again soon. And let's see. Yeah, my next time I'm live on my channel will likely be Wednesday night. So I will see you back here on Wednesday night. And until then, peace, fate.